Hi there, friends. I'm Dr. Carol. What are you afraid of? Really, truly, what is it that you're afraid of? In our current world, fear, anxiety, and stress are more present than ever. And there are good reasons to feel that way. But I want to share with you some specific strategies to get through this period of time where we are all wrestling with the COVID-19 pandemic, to get through this period of time with less fear, less anxiety, less stress. This is serious, and every one of us is affected. But what can you do about it in getting through intact? I want to share with you some specific strategies to do just that. Today is strategy number 1, and that is manage your attention. We are not created to take in negative news 24/7. Think of it, just maybe 10 years or so ago, social media wasn't even a thing. And cable news only started 20, 25, maybe 30 years ago, somewhere in that time frame. Prior to that, the vast majority of humans got their news maybe once or twice a day, if that, and occasionally other breaking news when things were particularly meaningful and needed to be disseminated. Otherwise, you read the newspaper in the morning, or you watched the evening national newscast. The rest of the time, you went about your life. Human beings were not meant to take in negative news continually. Now, there is plenty of bad news in our world, and you do need to stay informed. But I want to encourage you to choose what you pay attention to, especially if you are feeling a certain amount of stress or anxiety, fear in this season. I would encourage you to decide when you are going to check for updates. Maybe that's twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. And the rest of the time, turn off cable news. Don't go on social media to click on all the clickbait, the negative news, and decide exactly what portion of your attention will be given to keeping up with the appropriate news that you need to be aware of. The rest of the time, choose other things to point your attention to. And I'd like to suggest a couple in particular. One is gratitude. We know from great medical research, psychiatric, psychological research, that people who intentionally choose to be grateful do much better, whether that's in just a general sense of well-being or ability to handle stress, less anxiety. I want to encourage you to intentionally look for the things you can be grateful for. Now, I've been out of town for most of the last 6 weeks, and very rarely at my own home. When I got back home a couple days ago, it was for staying here a period of time, and I'm grateful for that for many reasons. But it reminded me again how grateful I am for my own bed, my own shower, my own coffee, just being in my own home. Maybe you are stuck in your own home right now, either voluntarily or by government mandate, in trying to combat the spread of this COVID-19. Even in that circumstance, you can find things to be grateful for. I am grateful for the internet. Imagine if we were going on this social distancing, isolation, lockdowns, quarantines, without the digital tools we have available now. You don't have to be isolated. That is something to be grateful for. If you have friends, if you have family that you can call and get support from or give support to, be thankful for that. There are so many things to be grateful for. And if you have toilet paper for the next couple days, be grateful for that too. Another thing to point your attention to is God's presence. You know, Jesus never promised that we would be without trouble. In fact, he promised just the opposite. In the world, you will have trouble. But he also promised never to leave. God's presence is with us even in the midst of this. And I would like to encourage you to pay extra attention to focusing your attention on God's presence. If you're not used to doing so, let me encourage you to start pointing your mind to God when you first get up in the morning. Start your day with a few minutes of prayer, Bible reading. Focus your attention in that direction, and it will be a better start to your day. When your attention gets pulled on by everybody else, by everything else, by the media and all the messages around us, it's very easy to get stressed, anxious, and afraid. But you have a choice in the matter. So, my strategy tip for today: manage your attention. There's a saying that I believe is true, and that is, what gets your attention gets you. Choose where you point your attention to. And tomorrow, I'll be back with another strategy and tip in dealing with this current crisis. God bless you.